Hello and welcome to my scary story collection. Sit back, enjoy and just relax to some creepy tales from the past and the present. See you soon.
Voices in the hall. Which voice do you heed? The siren's call or the cries in the walls? By Corpse Child. 'Tis upon a grim dusk that upon a large black manor you may wish to enter, seeking shelter from the bitter unforgiving winter. All through the aged house no creatures or critters are stirring, not a squeak, a titter, or even a whirring. But let not your eyes nor your ears be deceived, for this house bears more than what you may first perceive. Across the dark illimitable hall you may hear a beautiful siren call. It may come as a plea for help, mayhaps even a painful yelp. It may come as a beautiful psalm, beckoning you forth as a warm, tender balm. Could it be a friend? Is it family? Even a secret lover? The voice now becomes softer. Come, come, tread to the door at the end of the hall. Come, come, look not to the hangings on the wall. You might then trod forth, evaluating the siren for its truthful worth. But from deep within a morbid curiosity swells, wishing to know the secrets with which the siren foretells. Do you peek? From down the shadowed end you hear the siren again speak. Come, come, heed my boon. Come, come, look not to the walls lest your soul be taken too soon. Do you listen? Do you obey? Or do you decide to wander astray? Do you pay credence to the siren's ominous words, or do you begin to doubt that which you have heard? Why should you heed? Why should you let it lead? Perhaps you feel that it could all be a charade, a hoax, a demented masquerade. What lies mounted upon these ancient, pitch-dark walls? What malignancy does the siren recall? Come, come, before it is too late. Come, come, lest you succumb to their damning fate. Now you stop. A creeping chill you will feel down your spine drop. Do you stay or do you wonder? Will you perhaps falter? Are you brave? Do you perhaps think that the walls might hide away some treasure you seek to save? Will you succumb to fright, fleeing the hall like a bird in hastened flight? You want to turn your head, to avert your gaze. Then come again the siren's words with their hypnotic phrase. Come, come, only a little closer. Come, come, soon the trouble will be over. You are nearly to the end, but you feel your focus, your determination start to bend. You just want to look, just to peek, to see what be so prophetically hideous to seek. What's that you now hear? The sound of wailing, as if in sorrow or fear. From where does it originate? Is it from what hides behind this door, lying in wait? No, not from the door, but from the wall. They cry out mournful hymns of the hapless souls that had fallen prey to the siren's call. Do you look? Do you perhaps believe your ears to be mistook? Is this reality or an illusion? Will you lose yourself in a torrential sea of confusion? You are reaching your limit. Overwhelmed by the anguish that the cries elicit, you will now want to flee. Yet the voices in the hall continue beckoning you to stay and see. Once more you'll hear the siren hail. Come, come, to the door, you must come without fail. Come, come, to the door you must come without fail. Come, come, before they will have you. Now the hymns sound from the left, too. They call you to divert from the door, wailing so loud it be nigh impossible to ignore. They will sense your strength and determination waning. You can feel your sanity straining. Louder and louder they proclaim, stray from the door lest you should suffer the same. What do you do? Where will you turn? With which voice will you decide to be concerned? Will you choose to continue on to the door, or will you choose the voices from the walls to explore? You become deathly wary, wishing only for your ordeal to end. Yet for nearly endless miles the hall feels to extend. They cry out yet louder in your ears, depicting the siren behind the door to be of your greatest fears. You will now want to comply. Before you even realize it, you start averting your nervous eye. Thus, the secrets of the walls that were once hidden in darkness are now revealed. You're horrified at what you see, knowing your fate is now sealed. What you see will be so hideous that words do not accurately depict. You cannot even scream, for your breathing will be far too heavily restrict. You might have before believed that scenes such as this were only perverse fantasy, though now, here you stand, froze before such an abominable blasphemy. You might now think to run, hoping that your grave error might be undone. Your reasoning betrays you, however, for there is nothing that can save you from joining the anguished damned forever. Your mind and your soul will crumble before your eyes, witnessing the source of the multitudinous cries. You will see acts of vile, abhorrent rites, of the most wickedly vicious murders performed with malicious delights, of cruel avarice and adultery, of indescribable debauchery. For all of this you now see, you will then understand to be of the very desolation of man, the limitless atrocities from many lifetimes they will span. You may want to rush to the door, only to despair, unable to see it any more. Will you then cry? Maybe you will wish only that you could die. Do you wish that you'd paid credence to the siren? May that have caused you less to frighten. You may well feel your own body slowly unravel, for it is now forfeit for them to travel. Wielding your name and face, they are now free to continue in their disgrace. You will now forever exist as I have now for ages, only in their places in the wall, watching eternally as others fall prey to the voices in the hall.